President Buhari again canvasses stronger global alliance against terrorism.
Candidate, importantly, most importantly, given the current economic situation, it was an opportunity for us to measure the continued popularity and acceptability of our president. And what it indicated is that, by and large, the people of this country still have faith, confidence in the fact that if there's any one man that can fix their situation, it is President Muhammadu Buhari.
The APC national chairman also reacted to what he called the differences of opinion between himself and one of the national leaders of the party, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, describing it as a normal in politics.
This now will take us to the issue of the sports roadmap as encapsulated in the National Sports Reform report we have received, the state of emergency that has been declared in sports, the election of the national federations. And, we shall also try to take a very good audit of the activities of sports from 2012 till date so that we can reposition it for proper performance. Because Nigerians believe that our outing in Rio is not commensurate with our population as a nation. So we will definitely do something about it.
Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Solomon Dalung, speaking there to State House correspondents. 3 new ambassadors and 1 high commissioner have assumed official responsibilities in Nigeria on behalf of their respective countries. This followed the formal acceptance of their letters of credence by President Muhammadu Buhari. At an audience he granted the envoys, the president again made a case for stronger global alliance towards halting the scourge of terrorism. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo again reports.
It was a solemn diplomatic ceremony of historical significance as the new envoys were given a befitting reception at the forecourt of the Nigerian seat of government, the Aso Rock Villa. Of the Nigerian economy to ensure stability and integrity in operations. He promised that an enabling environment will be created for new partnerships and inflow of foreign direct investments. High Commissioner Christopher Thornley of Canada said the economic reforms in Nigeria are necessary to build global confidence and deepen relationships that will benefit the country. He assured President Buhari that Canada stands by him as a friend to Nigeria and his government. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
Minister of Science and Technology, Ogbonnaya Onu, says research institutes under the supervision of the ministry have been mandated to pursue vigorously the commercialization of research findings for the benefit of all Nigerians. The minister, who spoke to State House correspondents shortly after the meeting of the National Research and Innovation Council, headed by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, says the meeting, which is the second since the inception of the Buhari administration, seeks to advance science and technology issues in the
so as to move the 2017 federal budget process forward.
A total of 5 bills were presented for first reading and 5 motions deliberated upon at Tuesday's plenary. A motion on mounting humanitarian crisis in the northeast, sponsored by Senator Baba Kaka Bashir Garbai, noted with great concern the rate at which children under the age of 5 are dying under extreme conditions in the affected areas.
The Senate observes the recent report by the Financial Times that about 2 million people are beyond the reach of AIDS and at risk of starvation in northeastern part of Nigeria.
Contributors to the motion expressed displeasure with enormous resources donated to the IDP camps with no tangible results to show for it.
I'm looking forward to your support. Let us do something before it's too late.
We just had independence celebration. We had Salah. The truth of the matter is that the people we are discussing now were not part of those celebrations. And until or unless we do something today and quickly too, they will not be part of the next celebration.
There is also need for us to know what comes in from outside of Nigeria in the form of help and assistance.
It was later resolved that each senator will donate the sum of 300,000 naira to assist the IDPs, while an ad hoc committee is set up to investigate discrepancies associated with operations at the camp and present a report in 2 weeks. Total state of disrepair and collapse of the Enugu-Onitsha and other federal highways sponsored by Senator Sam Egu was also deliberated upon.
Worried that the condition of the road has exposed many users to the unprecedented hazard with many falling victims of armed robbery, attacks, leading to loss of lives and also loss of property resulting from accidents.
Another motion tabled before the plenary is that of the urgent need for value orientation and reintroduction of history as a course of study in the nation's educational sector. The Senate also note with sadness the passage to great beyond of Chief Michael Ebru and decide to send a delegation to condole his family after observing a 1-minute silence. Outside plenary, Director General of Customs and Excise, Colonel Hamid Ibrahim Ali, has reiterated determination of his organization to cooperate with the National Assembly at all times. He stated this when he met with the Senate Committee on Customs, Excise and Tariff. Committee Chairman Hope Ozodimma urged the customs services to redouble their efforts towards stopping smuggling and increasing trade.
I've seen the approved target for 2015.
Saving a lot of lives. What happens is that once somebody is mauled down by a reckless driver, the community will gather and then start to erect the bombs on that road.
Members also advised the federal government to address the high rate of maternal mortality in Nigeria by providing qualitative antenatal services as moved by Representative Aishatu Dukun from Gombe State. Rising under matter of urgent public importance, Representative Solomon Marin from Plateau State moved that the federal government should explore all diplomatic measures to ensure the immediate release of 50 Nigerian students detained in Istanbul by the Turkish government.
I believe this is an insult and assault on the dignity of persons.
Speaker Yakubu Dogara thereafter commissioned the new House of Representatives Media Center, where he urged the journalists to abide by the ethics of their profession. From the National Assembly, Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News. To stabilize Nigeria's troubled currency, the federal government should ensure better coordination between its fiscal and monetary policies, improve perception of the country, boost local production, and reduce imports. These were some of the suggestions by a cross-section of experts on NTA's News and Current Affairs program, Good Morning Nigeria, this Tuesday. Joy Uzo reports.
Highlighting factors that are predominantly responsible for the falling value of the naira, the guest observed that although the Central Bank of Nigeria has been tightening the monetary policies in an attempt to stabilize the naira, it has to be well aligned with fiscal policies for maximum results.
Where you have a fiscal policy that is tending towards borrowing for infrastructure, and you have a monetary policy that is tending towards probably, squeezing expenditure, so that you might be able to now reduce the amount of outflows into the economy. You begin to now ask yourself, where is this alignment?
So what is the solution? Is either the demand for these foreign currencies are reduced, or we have more foreign currencies coming from outside Nigeria.
So whatever we do, until we are able to address the issue of perception, but through putting footprints of specific developmental issues within the country, we're going to still continue to do.
Over 70% of our imports comes from China. So it's ridiculous for us to...
Marshal Air assured that the airstrikes are coordinated and will not hit soft targets.
We select our targets, analyze the targets very well before we decide on the attack, the mode of attack, and the type of weapon to use. So all these things are carefully planned and conducted. So we do not foresee any collateral damage.
Meanwhile, some illegal oil refineries and barges have been destroyed in Rivers State by the Nigerian Air Force following an intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance mission. Isaac Nkuma, NTA News.
The Defense Headquarters has emphasized that the military will continue to abide with the ongoing negotiation efforts of the federal government with militants in order to have peaceful settlement of the Niger Delta problem. A statement by the Acting Director, Defense Information, Rabi Abubakar, indicates that the armed forces of Nigeria will, however, not take kindly with any individual or group taking its good gesture of adherence to the ceasefire and peaceful disposition to the empires for granted, adding that it will continue to partner with peace-minded groups and stakeholders to bring lasting peace in any security-threatened area. In a move to deepen Nigeria's democracy and entrench an enduring electoral process, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, SAN, has inaugurated a Constitution and Electoral Reform Committee in Abuja. Ali Utukuru reports that the 25-member committee has former Senate President Ken Nnamani as chairman.
Upon resuming office, President Muhammadu Buhari reiterated his commitment to deepening the country's democracy through policies that will build consensus among Nigerians in order to promote accountability, transparency, free, fair and peaceful elections in the country. A committee has therefore been inaugurated to review the existing laws impacting elections in the country, including relevant provisions of the 1999 Constitution and the Electoral Act 2012, to assess their impact and adequacy for the administration of elections.
This is an electoral committee whose responsibility is not indeed expected to end with mere recommendations, but expected by way of consolidation to come up with a draft executive memo that will be submitted to the Federal Executive Council.
Most people rely on getting victory through the court instead of through the ballot box. We have to reduce that tendency and let the mandate of the people count. Let all votes count. And let all...
to an appeal straight to the Court of Appeal if he chooses to exercise that right of appeal. In Abuja, Femi Okeowo, NTA News.
The Ecos Community Court of Justice sitting in Abuja has ordered the Nigerian government to pay 15 million naira as damages for illegal detention of former National Security Advisor to the President, retired Colonel Mohammed Sambo Dasuki. Justice Friday Chijioke led two other justices of the court to deliver judgment in the matter in Abuja. Salihu Abdullahi has the report.
The former National Security Advisor, Sambo Dasuki, had dragged the federal government before the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice, seeking redress over his arrest and detention on allegations of illegal possession of firearm and corruption. After several sittings, where both sides presented their cases, the presiding judge, Justice Friday Chijioke, in a judgment that lasted for 2 hours, ruled that the arrest and continuous detention since November 2015 of the applicant, Sambo Dasuki, after meeting his bail applications, is unlawful, so also the invasion of the applicant's house, both in Abuja and Sokoto. The court therefore ordered the defendant, who is the federal government, to release the applicant and his properties. Counsel to Sambo Dasuki describes the judgment as fair. Counsel to the federal government did not grant interviews with the media as he left immediately after the judgment. From the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice in Abuja, Salihu Abdullahi, NTA News.
You can watch this news live online via the NTA mobile app, which you can download on your Android device at the Google Play Store or at the Apple Store if you use devices with iOS. Still to come, diversification strategy of President Muhammadu Buhari receives commendations. Details after this break.
When has it reached this? Much less this. And this. And this. And this. Help reclaim our Commonwealth. Lend your support to the fight against corruption for a better Nigeria.
When you think of it, there's no such thing as a right size. there's only the size that's right for you. Our needs are different, so choose the size that suits your needs. Introducing the MTN Extra Value Bundles. Call and data bundle plans designed to suit any size of life. Load 1,000 Naira to get a medium bundle and choose between more of voice or more of data. Whichever you choose, you get amazing extra
in Nigeria and the force with nationwide coverage. Government institutions and big business will have the tools they need to build the powerhouse of Africa. Small business will be enabled to make the big leap. Medical procedures will be more advanced, and your home will become truly smart. With our most extensive national optic fiber network linked seamlessly to Glo One submarine cable, it is data speed and capacity beyond imagination. 4G will accelerate Nigeria's progress into the Super League, and everyone will see their lives change beyond recognition. The wait is over. Welcome to 4G LTE from Glo. Welcome to the new speed of life.
Bayes University Abuja offers world-class education, uninterrupted academic session, and promising degrees for a sustainable job. Bayes University Abuja is affordable and delivers quality with experienced international staff, superb facilities, overseas external examiners, and a serene academic atmosphere. We offer quality and affordable education, and students are within easy reach of their parents here at Bayes University Abuja. So learn to live at Bayes University for a brighter future. For more information, visit our website at www.bayesuniversity.edu.ng or call 081 3376 9657 or 081 3376 9658. Bayes University Abuja. Learn to live.
To withdraw cash or check your balance 24/7, we have more ATMs across Africa than any other bank. Check out your nearest EcoBank ATM or visit us online at ecobank.com. Move on up with EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
For West Ham and for Mark Noble, which he takes.
The management and officials of West Ham United of London, in partnership with FC Ifeanyi Uba, presents Young Talent Hunt.
What we believe we will do at this meeting is synthesize this committee's report. We will then have a final report, a final meeting that will look at what will be the outcome, the final outcome of our report.
The Nigeria Business Group at the meetings raised concerns over the forex policy, appealing for intervention of the presidency. The objective of the Zero Hunger Strategy is to end poverty and hunger in Nigeria by the year 2030. In Abuja, Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
The Nigerian Customs Service has reiterated its commitment to partner relevant government agencies towards protecting Nigeria's economy and defending its sovereignty. Comptroller General, Nigerian Customs Service, Colonel Hamid Ali, reaffirmed these at a media briefing on illegal rice importation to Nigeria. Olajide Bello has details.
With rice seizures in the first 3 quarters of 2016 put at 117,034 50-kilogram bags, amounting to 774,282,300 naira, Comptroller General of Customs, Colonel Hamid Ali said if the capitals invested into smuggling of rice are channeled into the economy, it will go a long way in addressing Nigeria's economic recession.
We know we cannot man every inch of the border, so we now embark on stop and search.
We are also custom agent to help the custom in preventing the smuggling.
Acting Director General of NAFDAC, Yetunde Oni, noted that the agency is poised to further strengthen its collaboration with the Nigerian Customs Service to increase surveillance and monitor activities at all border posts to curb the menace of rice smuggling through the land borders.
I wish to reaffirm that the existing cooperation and collaboration with NCS will be strengthened.
In Abuja, Olajide Bello, NTA News.
Minister of Environment Amina Mohammed has stressed the need to develop a national strategy for the production, processing and marketing of jatropha for sustainable development with a clear monitoring and evaluation framework. She said this at the Environment Dialogue 1 tagged the diversification of the economy, the role of jatropha. Joseph Johnson reports.
It is a desperate time in the annals of history in Nigeria when the three tiers of governments and indeed Nigerians are thinking towards finding sustainable development strategies to counter the present environmental and socio-economic challenges confronting the nation. One of such ways is what the Ministry of Environment, in collaboration with other ministries and relevant stakeholders, are currently examining, which is the jatropha plant. The Senate President Bukola Saraki was represented by Senator Oluremi Tinubu.
We are aware of the opportunities and benefits available from jatropha, and we are committed to using legislative instruments to support the Nigerian biofuel policy.
So we see this as reducing the emissions, so climate change is a big beneficiary of this. We see it by empowering people because young people can participate.
If we can generate some diesel, which is environment friendly.
From the deliberations, the jatropha project was unanimously given a nod. It is the hope of Nigerians that the dialogue will not just be another talk shop.
Called on African countries to adopt the rules which will go a long way in changing the maritime industry.
What we are having now is different types of rules in various countries, but we need to have a unified system.
But what is the benefit of the rules to the Nigerian's maritime sector?
This will take care of our inland shippers and our inland infrastructure like the dry ports. It comes under this very important convention. And if we are an importing nation, if we suffer loss or damage, we'll have more compensation.
A communique is expected at the end of the event. Oyinaya Kalu Oka, NTA News.
Nasarawa State Governor Umaru Tanko Almakura has charged the private sector to partner with government towards providing quality health care to Nigerians. This was his message at the inauguration of a health center built by the Road Safety Officers' Wives Association, ROSOWA, in Kuchikau, Nasarawa State. Hakimat Aliyu has details.
The health center is equipped with facilities for antenatal, postnatal, as well as laboratory and other services. Nasarawa State Governor Umar Tanko Almakura, represented by his Chief of Staff Mohammed Musa Dan Azumi, commended the Road Safety Officers' Wives Association for putting up the project. National President of Rusowa, Bolanle Oyeyemi, says it is the association's way to support access to effective healthcare in Kuchikau community.
It's to support her husband because the nature of their job, then to support the community as well. It's a service to humanity.
We are also going to work with the Federal Ministry of Health because this qualifies for a primary health center to ensure that this is fitted into the program of the federal government for the health services of the community.
The chief of Kuchikau said the establishment of the health center will bring relief to his people who usually travel far to access health care. The Road Safety Officers' Wives Association revealed it has planned to carry this project to other communities across the country. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliyu, NTA News.
The National Institute of Public Relations has identified national integration as panacea to Nigeria's challenges and describes the NTA as a viable tool to promote national integration. This came to the fore when the NIPR Abuja chapter paid courtesy call on the management of the NTA. Kolo Mohammed reports.
The NIPR's visit to NTA is coming on the heels of the Institute 2016 annual general meeting. The chairman of the Abuja chapter, while acknowledging the objectivity and untiring role NTA has been playing over the years, noted that these are key to moving the country forward.
Before I go on, it's just to commend NTA, the way they're supporting the change mantra of the federal government, and specifically to let you know that I also watch NTA very well.
There seems to be a very strong disorientation and disarticulation of Nigerians about Nigeria. We don't seem to still feel that our country should be together. So we came up with the issue of national integration.
The chairman, 2016 Annual General Meeting Committee, pointed out that professionalism is a fundamental requirement for the change mantra of the present administration to be successful. The DG NTA, Yakubu Ibn Muhammad, represented by the Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Philip Ofwegu, welcomed the NIPR and acknowledged the importance of the institute to the information industry. He restated the commitment of NTA to fulfill its mandate of promoting unity of Nigeria and pledged to encourage NIPR members in the authority to align with the institute.
Because, and of course, when you come to NTA, you said it all. You can, because you know our reach is wonderful. Our reach is the best. So whenever we look at it,
the NIPR is the umbrella body for the practice and regulation of public relations in Nigeria. In Abuja, Kolo Mohammed, NTA News.
Ademola Adeore is in Lagos to update us on the Memorandum of Understanding signed to promote young talents in Nigeria's creative industry. Hello, Ademola. Over to you.
Good evening and welcome to Lagos. The Federal Ministry of Information and Culture and the Tony Elumelu Foundation have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to fund the development of young talents in the creative sector. The MOU was signed in Lagos at a ceremony attended by a cross-section of stars of the entertainment industry. Anthony Forson reports.
Over 4 months in a bid to getting it right and hit the ground running. And when finally the day came, representatives from the creative industries were fully represented to witness the ceremony. Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed said harnessing the potentials inherent in the creative industry is a task that must be accomplished.
More specifically, the creation of an enabling business environment for the creative industries with such incentives as easy access to finance, the structuring of the creative industries to enable it to generate independent revenues locally, and also to boost exports to increase Nigeria's foreign exchange.
To this end, he expressed appreciation to the Tony Elumelu Foundation for their resolve in raising young African entrepreneurs, saying other such multinationals should emulate the Tony Elumelu Foundation.
We need to reach out to organizations that have the capacity and the drive to assist us in achieving our goals. Organizations that can utilize their business knowledge, network, and technical expertise to assist the ministry in the development of Nigeria's creative industries.
The minister re-echoed the federal government's determination to protect intellectual properties, especially with the ongoing digital switchover project. Founder of the foundation, Tony Elumelu, while appreciating efforts of the Minister of Information and Culture for bringing the creative industry to the front burner, said Nollywood had made the point that the creative industry is indeed a goldmine that has the capacity to contribute greatly to national economic growth.
That is, to channel the creativity and art of our people into value by teaching our creative ones entrepreneurial skills and creating an enabling environment for them to succeed and thrive.
He was, however, quick to caution that the image of Nigeria must always come first. The Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program was launched in December 2014 with a $100 million initiative to discover and support 10,000 African entrepreneurs over the next 10 years. In Lagos, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Globacom has achieved another milestone in the Nigerian telecom industry. The network, which prides itself as a next-generation network with the largest data, has unveiled a 4G long-term evolution data network where subscribers can start enjoying the most advanced mobile wireless technology. The new technology was unveiled at a media event in Lagos.
The telecom giant Globacom has over the years continued to empower Nigerians with world-class innovations, data services, and helping to close the digital divide. With the 4G long-term evolution service now within the reach of Glo subscribers across the country, The management of Globacom says it will make life more interesting, comfortable and enjoyable, as the adoption of the technology will positively impact on every aspect of human life.
That is the good news we're bringing to Nigerians, especially consumers of huge volumes of data. Banks, oil and gas companies, academic institutions, health institutions, government agencies, and other organizations which rely exclusively on seamless data transfer.
The 4G long-term evolution services has already taken off in 9 cities in Nigeria. The new offering, according to Globacom, also has a nationwide coverage with fast speed and mobility at affordable rates.
The customer will get access to free content like music, videos, and movies the moment he buys a plan. And the flexibility of the plan is like there is a plan from 50 naira to 18,000 naira. He can choose a plan by dialing *777# and choose his own plan.
For Glo subscribers to plug into this service, management of Globacom says buy the 4G SIM or swap the existing Glo SIM card for the network. The 4G data pack also comes with free world-class content as part of the introductory offer by Globacom. In Lagos, Lynn Lenake, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Network News coming to you from Lagos Network Center. We now take a break for some messages, after which the news continues from Abuja. Stay with us.
10 years ago, Glo predicted that the future lay in data. They laid a dedicated fiber optic ring around the country, seamlessly connecting to cities, suburbs, and towns. They created innovative, flexible, and highly affordable data plans. Then, Glo launched 4G LTE, data so clear and so fast that it will transform the way Nigerians communicate, work, learn, and play. They can listen to millions of music tracks, enjoy thousands of movies, play online video games, and even watch live TV. Their homes have become smart homes. This is the new speed of life.
Enjoy the fastest data speed plus free world-class content like 10 gigabytes for 2,500 naira and 24 gigabytes for 5,000 naira. Available in all Glo World outlets and Glo dealers. Welcome to the new speed of life.
This must be one of Mother Nature's greatest gifts. But there's something else it gives us. When we see such beauty, we want to share it with those we love. That's what LG wants you to see. Just what we see now, through our technology. LG OLED TV.
UBEC is glad to welcome State and FCT Universal Basic Education Board Chairman to the 16th quarterly meeting of the UBEC management with State and FCT Universal Basic Education Boards. Arrival Tuesday, October 4th. Meeting days 5th to 6th October. Venue Crest Hotel, Old Airport Road, Jos. Time 10 a.m. prompt daily. Departure 7th October. The meeting will be declared open by the Honorable Minister of Education, Malam Adamu Adamu. Education for all is the responsibility of all. Dr. Hamid Boboyi, Executive Secretary, Announcer.
Everyday air. Ordinary air. And then there's TomTom air. There's air, and then there's TomTom air. What are you breathing?
Why do moms do? Why do moms do the things they do? The things they do. They go the extra mile just to put the spotlight on you. Don't you wish your mommy was fine like mine? Don't you wish your mommy was smart like mine? Don't you?
3 Crowns milk is low in cholesterol, great tasting, and filled with essential vitamins to help moms stay fit in every moment.
3 Crowns milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Some say Africa's golden era is gone. A time when great African kings and queens built their dreams into empires, stretching across the continent and beyond. But we say a new era is upon us. A new set of African kings and queens are on the rise. Driven by the same wealth of character as the kings and queens before them. Building new empires of enterprise with the right partnership. So rise up wherever you are, new kings and queens of Africa. Embrace your full potential and be proud of your heritage. Heritage Bank, your timeless wealth partner.
You're watching NTA Network News. Economic experts suggest way out of economic recession. Let's join Moplan Dakok for these and more developments in business news.
Glad to have you join us on this segment. As Nigeria's gross domestic product GDP drops by minus 2.06% at the end of the second quarter of 2016, some economic experts have proffered solutions to the problem.
Accountability, transparency, and making sure that we get the value for money. All these rules and things have been there before, but it's just the implementation, and people be honest to themselves that for the betterment of society, not for ourselves or our pockets.
All those other initiatives that need to be put in place are being put in place. The managers of the economy are doing their best, and I believe their best is beginning to show results.
Most African stock markets suffered heavy losses in the 9 months of 2016. According to the World Bank's latest Africa's Pulse report, economic growth in sub-Saharan Africa is expected to fall further to 1.6% in 2016 from 3% last year. Investigations show that the Nigerian Stock Exchange is the worst affected after it fell by 38.04%. Let's take a look at closing figures on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange Tuesday as market activities resumed after the public holiday. The market outlook wraps up this segment. The news continues. I am Moplang Dakok.
As Nigeria continues to chart her way out of recession, debates are continuing to regenerate the nation's economy. Latest is at a seminar for judges of the FCT and the state high courts, organized by the Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC, in collaboration with the National Judicial Institute. Kolo Mohammed has details.
This seminar, which is a joint collaboration between the judiciary and the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC, is premised upon the need to create an avenue whereby issues relating to the law and practice of deposit insurance in Nigeria will be expatiated.
To create a safety net for all depositors, the Chief Justice of Nigeria says judges need to be kept informed about the goings-on in the nation's financial system. The judiciary, which is an arbiter and symbol of justice, must be repositioned through seminars like these to administer justice that is fair, transparent, and expeditious.
The key, therefore, is constant enlightenment on important issues and that relate to the Nigerian banking system and our economy as a whole.
Deposit insurance is not just about finance, accounting, economics, and banking. Its legal aspects are very critical to the achievement of the corporation's mandate.
Actually, we expect the judges to be well grounded to support the federal government drive to rejuvenate the economy.
Avenues for alternative dispute resolution in the areas of depositors' guarantee, distress resolution, and bank liquidation were equally emphasized, just as the need for a balanced and unconflicting judgment was also stressed. From the National Judicial Institute, Abuja, Kolo Mohammed, NTA News.
Up ahead, global tidbits, sports, and Wednesday's weather forecast.
The production, distribution, and sale of counterfeit and fake drugs is a corrupt practice and a crime against humanity. This has informed several measures and strategies to combat fake drugs, including introduction of anti-counterfeiting cutting-edge technologies to detect fake drugs on the spot. These technologies are being deployed to all the states across the Federation, as well as the internally displaced people's camps. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, and his team are committed to this fight.
The federal government of Nigeria, in line with its anti-corruption agenda and posture, will fight a total war against fake drugs and other unwholesome regulated products in order to ensure that Nigerians remain healthy and well.
Lend your support and join NAFDAC to rid the country of fake drugs and unwholesome regulated products. NAFDAC, safeguarding the health of the nation.
On the international scene, Zimbabwean banks cut down cash withdrawals limit to $50 and $200 per day. And Turkey dismisses 13,000 police officers as part of crackdown of July coup. For more on these and more, let's join Chimindima Ndebisi on Global Tidbits.
French Foreign Minister has asked Democratic President to abide by his country's constitution and step down at the end of his present term. But President Kabila has gone ahead to accuse France of inciting discord in his administration ahead of presidential election. In Mali, a United Nations peacekeeper has been killed and many others injured as militants attacked their base in the northeastern part of the country. In the meantime, 3 British-born scientists have been awarded the 2016 Nobel Prize in Physics worth £727,000. They are being honored for their discoveries about strange forms of matter. The findings could amount to improved materials for electronics and is already informing an approach to superfast computing. And reports from Haiti say that one of the most powerful Atlantic hurricanes, Matthew, has hit the country. Many people are said to be either dead or missing. That's Global Tidbits. Chimdema Ndibisi, NTA News.
And IODG Makinde has more on Sports Update.
Nigeria's Super Eagles kickstart their preparation for the Sunday's 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Zambia, with 20 players taking part in the Tuesday training at the Abuja National Stadium. The training session, led by Captain Mikel Obi, was supervised by coach Gernot Raw.
The winds. Thus, the extreme north to the inland cities of the south are expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy, with the exception of the Mambila axis, where isolated morning thunderstorms are probable. Coastal dwellers should also expect localized rains in the morning, then progressing into the afternoon as insolation increases